you learn begin to homeschool, it allows you the ability to be able to teach your children what the valuable things they need to know. They need to be able to learn all the things they need to know. Like the institutional school, no hard hit on them, but they only gonna teach you so much. They're gonna teach you how to stay within the guidelines of what they want you to know. They're not gonna teach you about the credit report or how to read a credit report, how to use credit. They're not gonna teach you what OPM is. They're not gonna teach you how to leverage credit to get assets. They're gonna teach you about taxes and life insurance. They're not gonna teach you about trust and stuff. They're not gonna teach you about who you are. So definitely tap into it. They don't talk about all of those things, but they definitely talk into how to actually become better and teach your children, prepare your children for success. If you're not preparing your children and preparing those around you for the future, what are you doing? You need to prepare yourself for the future. We know that we're possibly on the verge of another recession, but what is that going to look like? Is it another lockdown? Are we going to be struggling, or are we going to be thriving? You should be thriving at all points of life. You put here on earth to thrive, not to struggle, not to stress, right? And the only way to do that is prepare now. Plan, prepare, and execute. If we stay ready, we ain't got to get ready. Because when the time comes, it's going to be too late. If you can't get ready in the midst of a storm, you can't think about having an umbrella after it starts raining. It's too late. So right now, get your umbrella, prepare, carry it with you, and make sure you're good to go. And how do you do that? Through obtaining the knowledge and experience to put you in position to be successful. Success is not an accidental thing. It's definitely intentional. You have to be intentional in your action, intentional in what you want. It's not something that's going to come overnight. It's not something that you just leap into. It's something that you build up to a little bit at a time. It's like football. It's a game of inches. Compound interest works both in finances and in life. Don't worry about, oh, you're not where you're supposed to be, or who's doing what. Focus on your lane. You're not where that place where you think you should be right now is because God's preparing you to be in that better place. You got to be prepared to be there because you got to go through some things that test, but to provide you a testimony. You got to go through some things before you can get there, because if you try to get there, you try to become 21 without going from 2 to 20, you're going to fail. I promise you're going to fail. You seen children, you seen grown-ups, you know, they just raised themselves. They grew up too fast. They missed their whole childhood. They don't understand certain things. So you got to take that time, enjoy the process, trust the process. Don't rush the process. This thing in life, it can be too easy or it can be super hard. It's all on you. But you got to put the things in position. You got to get in the right rooms. You got to get around the right people. Understand, we can't do everything ourselves as individuals. We got to find those people that makes us stronger. Find our who's. There's a book called Who Not How. I would encourage everybody to read that book, Who Not How. When you find out your who's, you begin to operate better. You begin to like, okay, I know how I need to work. I know what I need to do. This is my strong point. This is where I'm not strong.